For the recap of the previous 10 days, I gathered a ton of resources, found an Amethyst Geode, moved the final zombie villager to my base, and cleaned up my minecart track since I didn't need it anymore. Also, I got killed by a phantom, creeper, zombie, and my own stupidity. After spending day 34 killing mobs, I tore down the old mob farm by hand because I was too poor to use TNT, then started rebuilding it. I originally wanted to make most of it out of tinted glass, but it turns out you need way more amethyst than I thought. So I had to stick with cobblestone. By day 40, I made a lot of progress and got a lot of resources. I don't know nobody really cares about this part, but I need an intro. The day started with me putting all the iron I mined in the furnace. Then I got some stone-like materials so I could continue building the mob farm. In a pretty short amount of time, I got it mostly done, so I could use it and start killing monsters in hope of a witch. Since I would be using the mob farm at mostly its full potential, I would start today by cleaning up around the mob farm, mainly the despawning platform, and moving a lot of the extra dirt. Also moving the spawn platform a little bit higher just so I could get a few more mobs on the higher levels. But finally, near the end of the day, I got a witch. But she died because she can't heal while she's in a minecart, and the poison damage just killed her. But either way, I wouldn't have been ready, so after that, I just crafted some golden apples. Yesterday, I died to a creeper, which wasn't the best, but now I was able to retrieve my stuff and patch up any blocks that the creeper blew up. I also made a few trapdoors to help mobs fall down, so I can get more mobs near the bottom, so it'll be faster to just kill them. Even with that, spiders were becoming a big problem because they can't fall down the gaps, and they just stay there. So I just had to go up there and fight them. This day was more of just yesterday, where I killed mobs in the mob farm until I felt like jumping off the tower, where I saw a zombie and 2 skeletons, which I killed and finally got a bow. But that wasn't the end, because after that I went back to my house, made a diamond pickaxe, which I could use for mining around the world border, and getting some more minerals because I'm kind of low on potassium right now. With having all the mining materials I needed stocked up, I decided to keep gambling for a witch. But unlike before, where I forgot to turn on Fulbright, today I made sure to put it on so you guys can see what I'm doing. But you know I'm not just turning on Fulbright without turning on my settings. Then after a minute I got tired of it, so I switched it off until I found a witch right after, which I had to turn it back on for. This time I messed it up, but unlike the previous times, I died to the witch, which made it despawn, so I got in bed for the next day. You know, I just had to keep the streak going of me spending time at the mob farm trying to get witches. While doing this, I had to keep going up the water elevator because mobs wouldn't walk off, so I could try and fix that later. Also, I died to a creeper, but I think it was invisible or something because it turned this way and then the other way, and I still can't see in the footage where it was, even after watching the footage over and over. I just wanted to mention this, but for the past few days, the footage has looked really choppy, and I don't know why, so I'm really sorry about that, and I wish I could fix it, but this was filmed a long time ago. But what I did for the day is not ending the streak. I went back home to mend my bow, and then went back to gambling for a witch. I never found one. Just a lot of skeletons, zombies, and spiders. Whee! Oh well. Today I grabbed the items I dropped from the previous day and then went back to the mob farm to hopefully get a witch. But right away I died to a creeper and a zombie picked up all my stuff, including my shield. I actually didn't know they could hold that. Probably should have known because I've played this game for 6 years, but for the rest of the day I just kept the streak going. So I'm just at the top of my tower and see a zombie who has armor from like yesterday, which means I wasted all my diamonds on a new sword. At least I have a backer. After that, I got killed by a creeper, and a zombie took all my armor and tools. But I did get back and repair my wall, but really, most of the day was spent keeping the streak alive. I realized I had some extra gold, so for this day I crafted powered rails, which I would place the perfect distance apart so that I could just get the minecart going faster. But all I needed are witches, but I didn't realize this at the time, but witches can't heal while they're minecarts, which I really should have known. But anyways, I kept the streak going until I saw this wandering trader who sold nothing good, so I killed him.